Igor does not know how to stop countdown, but he's in lobby. He's good. Everything's good. Alright, let's start. There we go! With our Protoss versus Protoss on Ohana. Ohana.
What is this weird outline on the map?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was asking myself earlier.
It looks like that's like that area is where you can't fly or something. I don't know.
Okay, bottom right of the map we have the Slayer's player, the Slayer's Protoss, 1-0 lead over his opponent. Starting to the top left we have Value, the Protoss for the TSL team. Do you know what we did not have today?
I didn't eat breakfast.
Yeah, me neither. Hair comments. You
No,
know why?
yeah.
Because we don't have player shots.
I could talk about their hair though. I'm not really Value and Brown's hair. Neither of them really stands out to me. So I mean,
that doesn't count. That doesn't count for us.
We already talked about my hair earlier. We didn't talk about yours, but we can continue that.
That would be a very interesting topic. Talk about my hair, please. I want to know what you have to say.
I'd rather focus on this Protoss versus Protoss because this is stressful for Value right now. You barely
yeah, a minute 1:30 is so stressful for him. That's a huge problem. I mean, look at this. The movements of his probes, they are just so sloppy today. They don't mind fast enough.
He barely edged out a win over sort of. It was really close. And
it's, by the way, Brown we're looking at.
Yeah, Brown is now its Value. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Don't worry. He's gonna take his gas now, but he almost lost to a foreigner who's actually staying in Korea right now, unless he left just recently. But I know he was here, and now he's, he hasn't really been able to play for TSL and Team League that much. He hasn't been able to succeed in the individual league. If he had his opportunity to qualify and go to Paris, that would be sick.
Yeah, we still need some players in the TSL team to step it up a little bit, and I'm talking about the non-Zergs here. They need, especially for the Team League, just a roster that is a bit more versatile. The big problem they have is that they always can rely on Polt. And with Protoss they have Value, they have Inori. Inori already lost in this tournament. Value is getting a little bit farther, but the question is he going to fall to Brown here? So you need some heavy hitters with the other races. It can't only be the Zerg players that do well. At some point the other teams will figure out what to do against each individually. Each Zerg player individually on the TSL roster, and then that's it. So I always hope that TSL, either picks up a new player, or is just able to bring one of them, a Value,
just
for example,
them,
a Center, a Punisher, to a level where he can compete with the best.
Yeah, they have to shape the Protosses at the very least. Brown, by the way, is gonna do something sneaky here.
Yeah.
Probably going to see a 4 gate warp prism attack. His gas is only mining 2 in each. He'll probably pull out of 1. He can leave 2 and 2 to do the strategy as well, though.
Yeah, he can. And right now the question remains, what is exactly his Value going to do? Because this warp prism attack is so strong on this map. Warp prism 4 gate killed so many players, and if Value is just trying to get an expansion with the sentries, and he's getting his first sentries, then it's gonna get really ugly.
Yeah, like really not ugly. Like that would break mirrors. Ugly. Like Chewbacca ugly. Alright.
That ugly?
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite the statement, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be like...
thinking about Chewbacca, you know what I want to do? I want to use the shaver that I use for my hair and go wild at Chewbacca.
That sounds really scary, man.
No, I want to see what is beneath all that fur.
I don't want to see it.
It's probably really skinny.
Yeah, well, I bet so.
Look at this though.
He sees the attack, but even if you know it's there, doesn't mean you can defend it. He is adding a ton of gates though, because he's like, well, I need these.
Yeah, he knows what's coming. The question is rather, can he defend it? That is actually so true. And with his production buildings being that late, I doubt it a little bit.
Well, he needs an immortal, and he's going to start one soon. He didn't even cancel his sentry. I find that to be kind of strange. How useful is a sentry going to be in this case?
Well, we're gonna find out how useful his defenses are. He is in the supply lead. Will he be able to stop the warp prism though? There it is. Drops the unit immediately, and here comes the warp in, I guess. Yep, there we go. trying to wait a little bit. The Zealot is really eager to start this fight. Moving in, and now just look at this battle. Sentries and sentries and a lot of sentries and a few stalkers. There is just too much for Brown.
The Immortal comes out.
The Immortal could change things here, yeah.
Yeah, he needs more Zealots, and I'm just a little bit surprised
he does the damage and moves out. He couldn't actually kill the sentry, so with the Immortal,
but the
that
damage
just
is
popped out in time.
It's just not even close to enough. I actually thought that he was going to wait for more Zealot Warpins because he already knew the Robo was there. He already knew that he was going to be facing Immortals, and instead he just walked in and lost his army without waiting.
I thought he would be able to take at least a few of the sentries out. Then all the gas that is lost for value would have made a difference, but as it is, it turns out that it's not gonna happen. And suddenly we have another Stalker dying, so value is in a great spot, but he's actually
him outside of his base.
How
So
beautiful was
technical.
that?
Value fell for the trap.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this just happened. We've seen this with Zerg happening, but not... wow. I'm speechless.
Well,
He needs another one though, and he doesn't have the energy. Now he's moving up the ramp. That was funny as hell, but is it enough? I actually do not think so. He has to move back once again.
22 to 20 Harvesters. He starts an Immortal, but he lost some mining time. I don't know, man. This is still looking pretty good for value. It was nicely executed by Brown in that second wave, but
It was so well done. But it's a bit crazy, this game.
yeah.
It's like, what? That force field, man. I didn't even really have this war prism on the screen, and then suddenly this force field appears, and I'm like, wait a second, what just happened?
Look at the way that Immortal was walking. I don't know if you saw that. It was like walking backwards. That was really funny.
Moonwalking?
Yeah, basically. That's what it looked like.
Alright.
We have a Nexus here, but we also have the Robotic Support Bay, and he can actually get his Colossi into the main base so quickly because it can just walk over the cliff. This is
wow, if he catches these guys.
Yeah, that would be huge. He's gonna get at least a Zealot here.
Yeah. But did he see the two Stalkers? I actually do not know. He wants to get into the main base, doesn't he? And there is nothing right now.
Yeah, and he knows that he's got an observer saying nobody's here.
He's actually not moving in. Not even trying to. There is still a pylon to the right. Oh wow, he cancels. He cancels and goes straight for his own robotics bay. Force field at the front.
That's kind of strange to me that he would do that. Because he knows his opponent's Robotic Support Bay is ahead of his now. And he's also got a 4 Robo, which he also knows.
I think he just played it like this because he said, okay, well, I know I cannot defend my expansion. I have to defend my main base right now if he's pushing again. He has to observe at the bottom, so he knows there's no expansion
And this is
for Brown either.
Finally when he sends the Stalkers in. This is long overdue. He's going to be able to get several probes here and then also probably escape with his Stalkers.
Yeah, he could have done this quite a long time ago, but now Stalker number 1 is dying. The Harvester count is 1926. You can see that value is far ahead in economy.
Warp Prism and the Immortals, or rather the Colossus, is ready.
And the army supply is better for Brown. Slightly, but it's there.
He really just wants to walk up here and do it, and so much of the army is out of position here.
He has to crush the force field though. And here we go. Moving in, the two Immortals. Can they hold this army? Brown is moving in. He's taking down all of those Zealots. And his Colossus is doing a great amount of damage. But Value is pushing him back. And now he has his own Colossus. He has a perfect position here to defend.
Oh, and Value is now just in basically
in an invaluable position.
Yeah, I mean, he can't really lose. It's gonna take a massive mistake for him to lose this game now. He's got the better economy, he has the better immortal count and better probes. His second Colossus, I believe, got started first. Yeah, he's about to come out, whereas Brown hasn't even started his. He's got range. Brown doesn't have that either.
And what does Brown do? I mean, right now, seriously, what do you do? If you're in this position, you cannot really expand. You can try, but all the minerals that you will sacrifice will just enable your opponent to get the better army and move out on his one base, and defending against that is going to be a nightmare. And there are still Stalkers that try to just piss him off a little bit. 6 to 7 Harvester kills in total that we've seen. And yeah, range is gonna finish soon, whereas range hasn't even started for Brown.
Yeah, he doesn't have the economy to get these things. Brown is just kind of sitting on the map with his units hoping for a miracle. I don't believe in miracles, man.
No, as I said in one of our recent cast, I believe Maru, but not Miracles.
Yeah.
Maru proved to be worth my trust, my faith. Ah, there we go. Takes down the pylon, and now we have the expansion for value, and he can defend. Even the supply block for Brown now, which is of course
Can't
really
make
annoying.
units. 2 zealots and a warp prism walk into a main base and get rejected. You don't serve your kind here.
Nah, that's a little mean, though. It's not kind of racist. Poor zealots.
They just don't like yellow zealots.
The what?
They don't like yellow zealots, man.
No, they are brown zealots. Oh wow, that is so mean. Can't believe you just did that.
I said yellow. Okay.
Yeah, but I know what you were aiming at.
No, I'm just talking about yellow, man. These yellow colored units, man. I'm not thinking about the idea.
I don't believe you.
Listen, man, there are a lot of brown things in this world, and zealots are not one of them.
No. Usually not. A little bit more metallic and this, like, bluish, right?
I guess, yeah. There's a lot of armor.
Let's just agree on that they're damn ugly.
I don't know about that.
What? How can you doubt that?
I don't know if they're ugly. They're just not attractive.
I think they're really ugly. Nah, attractive zealots, that's not on the menu.
You have a menu for this?
No, not really. Well, whatever. Now we now we have the Warp Prism attack. At the same time, Brown is poking at the front door, and that should actually do a bit of damage. Brown might be able to kill a few harvesters, but with the units for value being ready immediately, it's too much.
What?
Now there's the Colossus battle, and value is still 20 supply ahead. Look at this Colossus split. He has 5 Colossus.
Range is the big story here.
Yeah. Range is done too. Value warps in more units. Nice micro. 30 supply ahead of his opponent. 2 base against 1 base.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Brown's gonna walk up here to his funeral. GG.
Brown is looking for the GG key. He couldn't find it for a while.
And there it is.
And therefore we have a 1-1.
If you look at the camera right now, it looks like I'm like really far away. I'm like somewhere in the background. You're in the foreground, I'm in the background.
You don't have to say it like this. Everyone knows that you're a midget. It's like